Alright, what's good everyone? Today we're back with another trade recap. We caught a banger long this morning on NQ, so let's just hop right into it. Let's waste no time. So it was at around 11 a.m. There was no entry for me all throughout market open, so I decided to wait a little bit to give me a little bit more confidence. I like to trade with SMT now, so as part of my discretionary model. So my main confluences were this 2-minute inverse after sweeping the most recent 15-minute fair value gap. So this was unfilled at the time, right there. So that is an unfilled 15-minute, and this was also a 15-minute candle with no bottom wick. So the devil's mark that people like to call it. I did like take the same exact kind of trade where I targeted this with an SMT in a 5-minute in Asia. So this was a very similar setup. As you can see on ES, we did have a valid SMT in this 15-minute PD array. So yeah, so ES never filled this 15-minute gap in, but NQ ended up just barely wicking it. So I did wait for additional confirmation, like inverse gaps, such as this 2-minute, because there was another 15-minute right below that I could have retested before going back up. But on the daily time frame, sorry, this green candle was not there before, but it was filling in this daily for value gap right there, leaving behind a bunch of sell side liquidity for a later time to fill, but we respected and pushed out of this daily for value gap, giving me a bullish bias. The 4-hour also trending upwards, so generally I like to follow the trend of the 4-hour. So yeah, I just looked at the 15-minute for any confluences, and SMT was the main one inside this 15-minute for value gap. And as soon as that was presented, so the SMT lies right there. As soon as that was presented, the 2-minute gap was inversed, and then I decided to go long off of the retest of the fair value gap that was not inversed, but the fair value gap that was rather left behind as we inversed it. So just for context, this is a 1-hour gap, so I was very cautious. I did go break even relatively soon after clearing consequent encroachment right there of this 1-hour gap. I went break even. So I like to manage my risk pretty tightly, pretty aggressively. And my first take profit was this most recent high, and this is where I took off about 60 or 70%. I think it was 60% of my position, just because the most recent highs give you the best RR, so the best win rate. This was a 1 to 2 for the most recent highs, and then I did leave runners to this 4-hour rejection block consequent encroachment point. So if you draw out your fib, you will see that the consequent encroachment point of this 4-hour rejection block is right there. So that's the 0.5 level of the 4-hour rejection candle, and I did leave my full TP there. I could have targeted these highs, so these upmost highs, but I decided to just cut my trade and end my day off with a banger win. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will write a checklist just to kind of make it clear for my confluences. I will start doing this more often. But yeah, so it was a 15-minute, so SMT divergence, 15-minute value gap, 2-minute IFEG, target, most recent highs. So super simple, guys. This is pretty much my discretionary model, like that I love trading when I see it. I do go break even. So this is obviously discretionary. So the important level might be like consequent encroachment of a fair value gap, or a most recent swing high, such as this one right here. So if we did, I didn't want to go break even too early, because we did take this high, but then we tapped the entry again. So that would have been a little unfortunate to get break even right there. So I did wait until CE was swept, and I decided to go break even after we pushed up a little bit higher. So yeah, that was the trade recap. I hope you guys found this educational, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.